Hey YouTube, welcome back to the continuation of the NFL football season preview. We now are down to our last two videos of the football preview here. We're going to discuss the third place team in this video and then the fourth place teams from the NFC West a season ago in these last two videos. But we will start off with the third place team from a season ago, and that will be the Arizona Cardinals, who are continuing to build hope and momentum going to year three of the Jonathan Gannon era. Let's go ahead and get started talking about the Arizona Cardinals. So, of course, Jonathan Gannon in his third season, his first season was a disaster. His second season, much better. And this is going to hopefully continue to build momentum, just like Detroit has done, in a more of a rampant pace than Detroit has seen. Um, but it's looking like a pretty solid season there in Arizona. But we'll discuss the full preview of them in when we talk about the schedule. Projected key stars are on the depth chart. Kyler Murray once again as the starting quarterback, starting his seventh season out of Oklahoma. James Conner, the ageless running backs in his ninth season, and then you got DeMarcado there in the running back room. You've got Marvin Harrison Jr., who is bulked up big time. He's looking at 209 pounds starting his second season. He put on like 20 pounds of muscle. He looked insane. And then you got Michael Wilson there and Greg Dortch. And then you got the arguably one of the best tight ends in the NFL, Trey McBride there. He had 1,150 yards receiving last year and two touchdowns. His first touchdown didn't come until like very late in the season. He was like the first player in forever to have like 1,000 yards receiving and no touchdowns by like week 10 or something. It was insane. But overall, some nice pieces there on the offensive side of the football. On defense, you've got Josh Sweat there. You've got Mac Wilson. You've got Akeem Davis Gaither. You've got of course you've got Sean Murphy and Bunting there at the left corner, and then you also have Buda Baker there at the free safety position. Overall record 593, 812, and 41. This goes back. They're one of the more older franchises. They used to be the St. Louis Cardinals. They used to be Phoenix Cardinals. They were a bunch of teams before they settled on the Arizona Cardinals name. But overall, 42.2% win percentage. They have a losing record against all the teams in the NFC West. Hoping to right that ship, though, in this upcoming season. All right, let's go and take a look at that schedule. So 8-9 a season ago, as I said earlier, 8.5 over under is the win total for this season. I think this is going to be a better team, just not a team that's going to show a lot of progress. I feel like the recent thing with my schedule predictions is that these teams are going to go off to strong starts, like this team. Once again, having a 5-2 record before the Week 8 bye week, but their losses are going to be against teams that I think will be either significantly better or will playoff teams the season ago. And those two losses will be against the San Francisco 49ers, who are going to be a resurgent bunch, and against the Green Bay Packers, who lost in the wild card round a season ago. After that, though, I don't see it paying out. I only haven't won 3 games after that, going finishing 8-9 on the season. I think when it comes down to, when it comes down to crunch time, I just don't see this team panning out. I think it's going to be another, again, a good season, almost 500 for the Arizona Cardinals. I just don't see them getting over that hump and being one of the upper echelon teams in the NFC, at least for this season. Perhaps in the future, if they get the right schedule with the right parts and pieces, this could go their way, but this season is just not looking to be in the cards. Primetime games, they do have a Thursday night game hosting the Seattle Seahawks in the division in week 4, and then they're at Dallas Monday Night Football in week number 9. But outside of that, a bunch of 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, and they are playing 425. They are most likely the secondary games that mostly are safe for the West Coast. But if they are playing at 4:05, they're not being a national broadcast game to begin with. But only 2 appearances, so that's not too bad. But overall, 8-9 is what I'm projecting for this team this season. Just a solid start, but not panning out in the end. Alright, this wraps up my very quick video on the Arizona Cardinals, and in the final video of part 2 of the NFL football season preview, we will discuss a team that has gone through hell last season and is looking to right that ship, and that will be the San Francisco 49ers. Until then, this is your man Dylan, and I look forward to seeing you in the final video of the NFL football season preview.